So today we're going to do a mini case study on Sacred. Everybody's been talking about it the last few weeks, but that's not why I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to do like a mini audit on their social media account, on their Instagram account to be specific. I went online and I saw that they had posted B on Sacred's account. When I saw the post, I was confused because it was B, she's on vacation, and they had Sacred bottle somewhere in the post, but I didn't see it. So I watched the video and I was like, was this meant to be posted on B's personal account? Because it's not making sense. It's more about B, but no Sacred in it. So I went to the comments and other people were confused. Well, somebody pointed out that Sacred was in the video. So I went back and watched the video again, and Sacred was in the video. But when it comes to marketing in general, not just social media, you don't want to confuse the viewer. When they see whatever content that you post, whether it's an ad or just a post or whatever, you don't want them to be watching it and thinking, why am I watching this? Where is the product? We missed the product. Like I missed the product. Other people did miss the product. And that's what it's supposed to be about, the product. Being in the video was great, but the product should have been the focus of the video. So that made me want to create this video and talk about Sacred's brand because I follow Sacred. I love B, so I follow everything she does. So let's get into it. So the first thing, the initial name that's at the top, Sacred, looks fine to me. There's another space that I'm sure you guys know by now where you can put it's a hair product, or you can just put Sacred. That's fine. You want to put something that when people search for whatever it is, they can find you. So maybe, I don't know if I would actually have Sacred on there. Maybe I would have hair products. I don't know if it's an option though. If it is an option, that's what I would have, because that is searchable. You just want people searching for hair products to find you. The next thing that I saw on there, the bio did look great to me. I think it looks fine, so I wouldn't change that. So this is the first problem that I spot on their account. They have a link. You know how you can have a link in the bio that takes you to the other places that you want them to go to, whether it's the website or other social media sites or whatever. They have that. But the thing that I noticed is that they didn't have a call to action. So when it comes to marketing, you should always have a call to action to tell people exactly what you want them to do next. Don't assume that they know what to do next. Don't think that they know to go to your website and purchase something. Don't assume that they know to follow you. Whatever it is that you want them to do after they see your graphic or your video, whatever it is, we like social media stuff just because we think we need to. But it's important in marketing to have a call to action to let people know that you want them to do something. So I'm thinking maybe they didn't have enough space because they have so much in the bio, and I know the bio is limited, but maybe I'll try to take some stuff out depending on how important it is. I don't know, it's really up to them, but I would have a call to action, tell people that they need to do this, because I know whatever content that you're creating, you have a goal in mind to make them do something. If you don't have a business, you at least want them to like, follow, or share or something. So make sure you tell them that. So then I clicked on the link, and something that I noticed is that it's just a personal thing, because I tend to overthink things. I look at stuff and I really like start judging every little thing. So that might be a personal problem. But you have to think about the customer and how they think. So I would rearrange it. They have Sacred website first, and then they have 2 social media apps that you can go to. And then they had a Become a Sacred Pro, and then they had 2 other social media links beneath the Become a Sacred Pro. So I'll probably have the website, Become a Sacred Pro, and then have all the social media apps together. Visually, it just makes more sense. In order of importance, maybe what's more important, the website, I'm sure, is the most important because you want them to go to your website and purchase. Maybe Sacred Pro second, and then all the social media apps. But it might just be a mental thing. I tend to overthink things a lot. You guys who don't have websites, maybe the call to action in your bio could be to tell people to push the notification so that they can get notified whenever you post something. Sacred has 3 posts that are pinned. They're great posts. They're important to Sacred, and that's why they are pinned. Each post needs to tell them what to do next. Do you want them to go to your website? Do you want them to create their own content using your product? Do you want them to like? Do you want them to share? Do you want them to follow Sacred? Whatever it is that you want them to do, it should tell them that on each post, and each post with a call to action. And I know we're not trying to be salesy, but a call to action doesn't always have to be salesy. Call to actions can do many other things besides selling to people. There's something that you want us, the viewers, to do when we see that post. Another thing that I noticed, tags. Sacred is still using tags. I don't know why they're still using tags. The tags I'm talking about is I create a video using Sacred, and Sacred reposts my video. We're not doing that anymore. We've come up with a better solution. Instagram was nice enough a few months ago, I think February it was, they were nice enough to come up with a better solution, which is instead of tagging somebody, we add them as a collaborator. A few months ago, Beyonce posted her wash day on her page and it got 44 million views. Guess what they didn't do? They didn't add Sacred as a collaborator. So Sacred posted its own video, but Sacred at the time, I think they had less than 200,000 followers. I believe they had less than 100, but when Beyonce posted that video, they ended up getting almost 100,000 followers. But it wasn't posted on Beyonce's page. It was only posted on Sacred's page without adding Beyonce as a collaborator. Had Beyonce posted that on her page or Sacred and then added the other brand as a collaborator, it would have had more eyes on them and more followers or more people buying the product. And then yesterday, Sacred did the same thing. I'm thinking they're using the same marketing team. Maybe it wasn't meant to be posted on Sacred page. I feel like it was meant to be posted on just Beyonce's page, but the marketing team messed up and posted it on Sacred, so then they had to post it on B's page. If that's not the case and it was meant to go on both pages, it should have been posted on either Beyonce's page or Sacred's page and added the other brand as a collaborator, and then more eyes would end up seeing it. I know Beyonce doesn't want to be the face of Sacred, which is great. She doesn't have to be. It's not required to be. Everybody else saying that she needs to be don't know anything about marketing. She doesn't have to be the face of Sacred. But whenever she decides to post stuff that are going to be on both Sacred and Beyonce's page, marketing team needs to add one of the other brands as a collaborator. It's the same thing when Bretman Rock, I think his name is Bretman Rock. He's a very popular YouTuber. He posted something and they posted it separately and then just tagged each other. And that's a missed opportunity. Have him tag you or tag him as a collaborator so that it shows on both his page and your page. And they're doing it with other people as well. Everybody they're adding on their page is being added as just a tag instead of collaborating. I'm not saying this as somebody who's just seen it, but I've done it in my work as well, where I started adding people as collaborators instead. And we ended up getting more views on whatever it is that we're promoting. That's why the collaborator button was added to it. You get more people to see it. That's the point of it. So don't tag people as just a tag. Tag them as a collaborator and then tell them to accept it. Once they accept it, it shows up on both your pages. And now you have more people seeing the content that you're posting. So this goes for you guys as well. Whenever you collaborate with another brand or another influencer, whoever you collaborate with, make sure that you add them as a collaborator. If you're a brand, make it a requirement, Sacred. Tell the influencers that you work with to add you guys, and not just the influencers you work with, even the people that are just buying the product and creating videos. Make it a hashtag. Tell them to add you guys as a collaborator, as a chance to be featured on Sacred. And then make it a requirement for influencers to add you guys as a collaborator whenever they make a video. You don't have to accept everything that they post if it doesn't make sense for the brand, because even if they add you as a collaborator, you still have to accept it. So you watch it, and that's what I did. I watched it. Does this video make sense for the brand? No, it does not. I'm not accepting the tag. It doesn't have to show up on my page. If it does, accept it. Simple as that. So it makes it easier instead of Sacred commenting on people's pages and saying, hey, we add this to our page. I think there needs to be a branded hashtag. I know I've seen your Sacred and I've seen Sacred Wash Day. I don't know which one is their main hashtag, but it's also not being used enough by Sacred. I looked through their content and a lot of their content doesn't have hashtags. I know why brands don't like to use hashtags. I'm not a fan of them either, but they work. They're there for a reason. I know it looks cleaner without them, and especially for a brand like Sacred, it's a big brand. It already has so many followers, but a branded hashtag is something that they should continue to use, and that will encourage people to use it as well. They're going to remember it. When people create content, they want to be seen. If they know that there's a branded hashtag that's being used, they're going to create content and they're going to use that hashtag for a chance to be reposted by Sacred. So I think they need to have a branded hashtag that everybody will know, something that Sacred will continue using themselves. It's a branded hashtag so it doesn't look bad or like desperate or whatever. It does not. So do that for your brand as well. If you sell products, even services or whatever, having a branded hashtag is a good thing because that's just your tag. When people see it, they click it, it's going to you and nobody else. And that's what I had for you guys today. I hope to see you guys in my next video. If there's anything that you'd like to see on my channel that you'd like for me to discuss, let me know in the comments.